everybody, happy Homebrew Wednesday. It's Brad here at Wild Boys Brewery. Hope you're having a good week. What we got going on this week is just going to talk a little bit about Pooka's After Work IPA. Yummalicious. And also had a Brewday yesterday. Well, actually it was on Monday. Today's Tuesday. I'm filming this. We'll start off with the After Work IPA. It's my standard favorite set of hops. I always like using on my IPAs along with my standard favorite malts. It's 12.5 pounds of Great Western 2-Row. It's my new favorite malt. As far as base malt goes, I've used pretty much about everything at one time or another. This is a real clean base malt. It lets the hops shine through and it gives a nice crisp flavor. It's a light color, and then a little bit of carapils, half pound of carapils for head retention, a little bit of mouthfeel, some residual sweetness, so forth, and then some Karastan for give it a little bit of sweetness as well, and a little bit of color. I did change around my bittering hops on this one a little bit and used 1 ounce of Warrior for first wort hopping and ½ ounce of German Magnum at 60. And then for the rest of it, it's there's one Simcoe drop at 15, and then there's a 20-minute hop stand at the end, and it uses Amarillo, Nugget, Mosaic, Citra, and Simcoe. And I threw Nugget in on this one. I don't usually use Nugget, but I had some that needed to be used, so I threw it in there just to check it out. And it's kind of seems like it's enhanced some of the pineapple on the nose a little bit more than it usually does. You can just look at it. It's got a big dry hop on it, so it's still real hazy. Pretty nice glass lace. The head's kind of faded out and gone, just light coating on top. The head is kind of a slightly off-white color, mostly white. Had about 2.5 fingers on it because I went down the middle. Now it's gone. The color is light orange. And let's get into the nose on it. This one's real big on the pineapple. Get some orange, some nondescript type tropical fruit aromas. And it's also sweet smelling. But the big thing on this one is the pineapple on the nose. It's just blast pineapple out when you smell it. Smells nice. Let's get into it. Cheers. Nice. Comes across with lots of tropical fruit, not quite as pineapple forward on the flavor, but it's still there. A lot of citrus, kind of a medium thin type mouthfeel. This one actually did use a little bit of let's see here, I used a pound of blackberry honey in it too. I forgot to mention that. And that kind of thinned the mouthfeel out a little bit, but it adds the black. That was some of the best honey I ever tasted. The blackberries were really forward in it. They're in there in the flavor if you look for it. If you're not looking for it, it's just kind of a nondescript type berry type thing going on. I like the Warrior and the German Magnum for bittering. Comes across about the second halfway through the palate. When you drink it, it's just tropical fruit up front, real nice, and then on the back end the bittering starts kicks in, but it's really clean, real crisp bittering. It's definitely there. You can tell it's got a big bittering on it. It's not, for me, I like it. It's not super overpowering. Trying to see what this thing, it calculated out to 81 IBUs, and it drinks like it, but it's nice. Yeah, I pound these when I come home. I can drink 2 or 3 of them with no trouble at all. Finished out at 6.8. I mashed it really low. I mashed it at 148.7 so it would be dry, and it is. You can see, got pretty nice glass lacing. Got a little bit of legs on it. It's almost 7%, so that's not surprising. But if you want to check out the recipe, it's on Brewtoad. I'll try to remember to post a link to it. And just look up, go on there, sort it by date. And it'll be one of the last ones that I did. It's called Pooka's After Work IPA. It drinks really nice. Enjoying that. Let's see here. And then yesterday we had a brew day. And I did something that I've never done before as far as style beer goes. Made a Belgian Witbier. It's a traditional Belgian Witbier recipe. It uses 5 pounds of barley. I use 2-row because I don't like Pilsner malt very much. And then I split the 5 pounds of wheat in half. Half of it's German wheat, half of it's flaked wheat. And then I did a pound of rice hulls, a pound of flaked oats, half a pound of acid malt, and half a pound of carapils. And used the Belgian Witbier 3944 from Witbier. This is where it got Pooka style on this recipe. The hops. I used Dr. Rudy, which is pretty much a lemongrass type hop for first wort hopping. I used German Magnum, half ounce of Dr. Rudy, first wort hopping, and a 1/4 ounce of German Magnum for bittering. And then I kind of went like with my Pooka's After Work IPA, hop bursted at the end for 20 minutes at a hop stand, and used 1 ounce each of Azaka, Dr. Rudy, and Lemon Drop. So this thing should be like a lemon orange bomb. And then I also did the traditional spices on it as well. I got some fresh ginger and did a couple grams of fresh ginger, some coriander, ground coriander. We already had some, so I didn't want to buy any more. I just cut it back. The conversion on the chart that I looked at online said basically use 3/4 of whatever you would use for seed. And then I used sweet tangerine peel and bitter orange peel. And this thing finished out at a 1050. It was mashed at 153.5 for 75 minutes. 5.5 pH. That's pretty much it. That's what I'll show you just a couple clips of that on the Brewday. I didn't record very much.
Oh, we're hitting our hot break. Look at that. Little tiny bubbles. And here is the Belgian Witbier. Just got it sitting inside that tote just in case the growler airlock trap decides to foam up. And you got it sitting down on the floor because that's the coolest place in the room. I think it's probably somewhere around about 68 degrees down here. You can see the blow off tube's got some junk in it because it's been blowing off. And you can see right there goes some now. She's alive.
That's pretty much it. Just gonna kick back and enjoy the rest of this after work IPA. It's my day off, so have a couple of these, be real nice. Also, one more thing, I got the raspberry beer. I'm gonna check on the gravity on it today, and I may either keg it or just rack it to a secondary. It's been on the fruit for 2 weeks, and I kind of want to see what the gravity is and what it looks like. Not going to get any footage of that because I'm going to be doing that after I edit this video. So I'll probably put a little something of that on next week's video. And then hopefully if I keg it today, then I will do a tasting of that next week. So I'm going to wrap it up. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Cheers.